4 minutes left.
One minute down, 4 minutes left to go. Cade Burnett right now leading the way. Joe Cycleather working the number 2 spot. See Dave Carmody coming down off the stand. He'll be back for round 3. Cade Burnett right now out in front on a lap 540. He and Chandler Setzer battling out for TQ. Setzer set 8 lap 540.4. Burnett now to an 8 lap 534. Joe Steichleather now to the race lead, 8 lap 532. Cade Burnett working the number 2 spot. Dustin Loden in the 3. Daniel Chavez in the 4. Morant in the 5. Tyshawn in the number 6. Carlos in the 7. Corey McKelvin in the 8. Kyle Neary 9. Cam Lee in the 8. James Large in the 11. And David Sawyer in the 12. .215 down, 245 left to go. Race 39, you need to be on deck. Race 39 on deck. Cade Burnett and Joe Steichleather right now separated by 1.3 seconds. Dustin Loden right there in the mix as well, as he and Steichleather are dead heat tie. Both of them 8 lap 539. Steichleather now going to drop that pace down to 8 lap 536. Morant working the number 4, 1 second back of Loden for the 3. Chavez right there in the 5, 1.7 seconds back. Steichleather within 1 second of Burnett for that top spot with a minute 45 left to go. Cade Burnett continuing to lead the way, but that gap is shrinking up here a little bit. Steichleather coming back towards the line now. Oh, man, they are tied. Both of them 8 lap 536 pace. Both of them on a .4. Cade Burnett right now with a very, very slim edge over Steichleather. Dustin Loden right there in the mix as well, only 1.4 seconds back. Morant, 0.6 of a second behind him. Top 4 right now, only separated by 2.3 seconds. Good battle going on for TQ here in Q3, or Q2. It's going to maybe come down to Q3 as Morant took TQ in the first round. A little bit of a long lap here for Burnett. Waiting to come across the line. Going to drop him down to that 4 spot. New race leader, Joe Steichleather out in front. 8 lap 536. Dustin Loden, 8 lap 538. 1.7 seconds back. Chavez working the 4 now. Morant 5. Chavez now 2.5 seconds behind Loden for that number 2 with 20 seconds left to go. You got Kyle Neary working the 7, Corey McKelvin in the 6, Carlos Siggy in the 8, Camden Lee in the 9, James Large 9 now, Camden Lee 10, David Sawyer in the 11. Joe Steichleather out in front, got a 2-second lead up on Dustin Loden as the race clock is about to expire. Daniel Chavez 2.6 seconds back at the 2. Cade Burnett now climbs back to the 3. Race clock has expired. Keep going to hear the computer call your name.
Done.
Chris Brandt, you're done. Going to finish up in that number 5 spot.
Carlos Segui done. Corey McKelvin done. Daniel Chavez done.
Dustin Loden, you got another lap. Keep going, Dustin Loden. You got another lap. Keep going.
Camden Lee done.
All right, guys. Race back to the line. The rest of you will be done.
Cade Burnett done.
Cade Burnett looks like he's going to come on number 3 spot. A little bit of a long lap here for Steichleather. Oh, man, it may be the edge that Dustin Loden needs. Steichleather going to fall down to the 3. Loden going to have to finish strong here at the end. lap, 5:37. Kay Burnett going to come home in at 2. Stikelether in the 3. Chavez 4. Morant in the 5. That is the race, guys. Everybody is done.
45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
Let's go, Marshall. Let's go. Come on, Marshall. Let's go. 10 seconds.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Marshall, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Less than 5. Jordan. Jackson Brunson. Dave McEwen. David Olson. Ryan Joyner. Donald Elliott. Matt Gorell. Mark Nicely. Tyler Hooks.
Two, one. Loop is live. Loop is live.
Sean Harding.
I had no check from Chris Van Air or from Ryan Pavitas. I see Ryan on the driver's stand, but
4 minutes left.
I'm getting a transponder pop up for Robert Moore. I see Chris Van Air also looks like him up on the driver's stand. It's hard to tell, guys. I'm looking at a. Hey, can you snap a picture of the driver's stand? The second from our end, or the fifth from our end? Yeah. Nope, that's not him. That one, yeah, that's Ryan Davis.
3 minutes left.
Anybody know if Ryan Pavitas changed transponders and didn't tell me? He did.
Ryan Pavides.
.230 down, 230 left to go. Jackson Brunson right now out in front on an 8-lap 540. Donald Elliott working the number 2 spot on an 8-lap 541. Brian Pavitas now in the number 3 spot. 7-lap 504. David Olson in number 4. Matt Gorell in the number 5. Sean Harding 6. Ryan Joyner 7. Dave McEwen in the 8. Jeffrey Jordan in the 9. Mark Nicely in the 10. Zachary Thompson in the 11. Tyler Hooks in the 12. And Chris Van Air in the 13. 3 minutes down, 2 minutes left to go here in race number 39. Race 40 coming up next.
2 minutes left.
140 left to go. 140 remaining here in race 39. Jackson Brunson, 8-lap 5:30.
4 minutes left.
Your point is very valid, but I have no way to accurately correct that and keep track of all that. I have no way to do that. Sorry, buddy. Okay. You're a minute 20 down, 3:20 left to go. Tyler Jones right now out in front, followed by Brandon Rose in at number 2 spot. Jared Tebow in at number 3. Seth Van Dalen in at 4. Ezra Osborne in at number 5. Shea Brandon in at number 6. Jared Wiggins in at 7. Ryan Lutz in the 8. Joy Bernard in the number 9. Will McIver in the 10. Patrick Rosser in the 11. Palong Win in the number 12. And McIver at 13. Two minutes down, 3 minutes left. That's all right. 2 minutes down, 3 minutes left to go. Jared Tebow out in front, followed by Seth Van Dalen.
3 minutes left.
.230 down, 2:30 left to go. All righty, guys. I'm going to blow the track off after this race. Track crew, if you can please have the blowers ready. Track crew, please have the blowers ready. Going to blow the track after this race. Jared Tebow right now with a 1.8 second lead here up on Tyler Jones, who just moved to the 2. Now it's Van Dalen going to go back to the 2. Top 3 right now separated by 1.2 seconds.
Left.
Jared Wiggins in the 4 spot right now. 3.7 seconds out of the race lead. Brandon Rose holding on to the 5. Ryan Lutz working the 6. Shea Brandon in the 7. Joey in the 8. Palong in the number 9. Ezra in the 10. Patrick in the 11. Will McIver in the number 12. And Brad Collins working the 13. TQ time looking to beat 8-lap 5:26 right now. Van Dalen to the top of the leaderboard on an 8-lap 5:18. He and Tebow, both of them on a 5:18 pace. Now Tyler Jones going to move up to the top of the leaderboard as he clicks off a 38.9. Back-to-back 38-second laps there for Tyler Jones. 8-lap 5:17. Seth Van Dalen also on 8-lap 5:17. Tebow right there with him on 8-lap 5:18. Top 3 separated by 0.8 of a second. Jared Wiggins 2.9 seconds away from that fighting trio. With just over 1 minute left to go, Tyler Jones with a slim advantage right now. Van Dalen right behind him in that number 2 spot, followed by Jared Tebow in the number 3. Tight battle now as Tebow going to climb up to that number 2. Tebow going to click off a 38.9. 52 seconds left to go in the race. Race 40 almost in the books. Q2 here at Pro E-Buggy. Tyler Jones, Seth Van Dalen back to the number 2. Jared Tebow in that number 3 spot. Tight battle now, half a second. The battle between those 3. Tyler Jones holding on to it. Van Dalen putting the pressure on him. Tebow right there as well. Brandon Rose now back to that number 4. Jared Wiggins in the 5. Ryan Lutz in the 6.
Left.
Still a very tight battle going on between Jones, Van Dalen, and Tebow. Any kind of little bobble here is going to make big changes from first to third. Tebow comes across the line. 38.3 fast lap as he moves to the top of the leaderboard. 8-lap 5:15 pace. Tyler Jones on an 8-lap 5:16. 0.7 of it. Oh, man, good lap there from Tyler Jones as he clicks off a 38.8 back to the top of the leaderboard. 8-lap 5:15. Tebow also on 8-lap 5:15. As the race clock expires, those two are beginning to open up a gap now on Van Dalen. Tyler Jones and Jared Tebow battling out for TQ here in round number 2. Tebow took the advantage in round 1. Can Tyler take it away from here in Q2?
Jared Tebow done.
Here's Jared Tebow coming across the line. 8-lap 5:15, laid down a 38.9 that time by. Tyler Jones going to have to finish strong right here at the very end. Over here on the right-hand side of the track. Here he comes back towards start finish. He will come up just a little bit short. Jared Tebow will take TQ here in round 2. 7/10 of a second. All to celebrate. Man, it's going to be an exciting main. Double A mains tomorrow. Can't wait to see them two go at it. Seth Van Dalen right there with him as well in that number 3 spot. Jared Wiggins actually going to come home into 3. Looks like Van Dalen may have had a little bit of trouble here on his last lap. Looks like Ryan Lutt's going to come home into 4, waiting him to come across the line with Shea Brand also to finish. All right, guys, going to blow the track off, so hold your cars now. Just waiting on Osborne to finish. There we go. That's the race, guys. Everybody is done. All right, we're going to blow the track off real quick.
The race is completed.
Race number 1. Race number 1. You need to be in staging. Race 1 in staging. All right, race 1. Race 1, you need to be up on the driver's stand. Race 1 on the driver's stand. I don't see all of my drivers up there, missing quite a few. Race 1, you need to get up on the stand. Race 1. Raffles will be held right after qualifying concludes. We should be done right at 6. We should be able to start our mains at 6:30. Go ahead and tell you now, Sportsman E-Buggy, you will be in the bottom of the ladder. Sportsman E-Buggy. Race 1, 40-plus Nitro Buggy. Race 1, 40-plus Nitro Buggy. Y'all should be on the stand. Race 1. Race 2, you need to start moving into staging. Race 2, move to staging. What's up, Coop? Need the rest of my turn marshals out there, please, from race number 40. Need the rest of my marshals out here, please, from race 40. Hey, Bob. All right, looks like we good. I need the rest of our marshals out here, please. Need to get all my marshals, get all those cones covered. Looks like we're good. Turn them loose, turn them loose, turn them loose. Race number 1, the track is yours. Race 2, you need to move into staging. Race 2 to staging.
Ever Lobos. Chris Feltz. Vic Aliprindo. AJ Hoved. Chuck Nesmith. Steve Holsclaw. Joe Stevenson. Brian Derochers. Jody Johnson. Tony Scarcella. Len Stage.
All right, guys, Luke's going to go live here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Loop is live. Race number 1, 40-plus Nitro Buggy, underway for Q3. Race number 2 going to be coming up next. Everybody get the first laps in here. We'll call it out. Race number 2. Race 2, you should be in staging, please. Race 2 to staging.
4 minutes left.
$130 down, $330 left to go. Ever Lobos right now out in front on a 7-lap 5:24. Len Stage working the number 2 spot. Chris Feltz in the number 3. Vic Aliprindo in the 4. Alan Abess in the 5. Brian DeRochus in the number 6. Now Jody Johnson going to move to the 6. Brian down to the 7. Joe in the 8. Tony working the 9. Chuck in the 10. Holslaw in the 11. AJ 12.
3 minutes
Ever Lobos out in front. Got a 2.3 second lead right now up on Chris Feltz. Got Vic Aliprindo in the number 3 spot. 9/10 of a second away from the 2. Alan the best in the number 4. 9/10 of a second back out of the 3.